How is it going, guys? It's PTE, back again for another video. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my overall thoughts on the Raw 1000 episode that just aired. Raw just ended about 5 minutes ago for me. Well, it depends on when you're watching the video, but for me right now, as of the recording right now, it was about 5 minutes ago, and I'm going to start with my overall thoughts. I thought the show was pretty good. Definitely was one of the best of the year so far, so if you have not checked out this, if you were away or on vacation or something, I definitely recommend you guys go check this out. It was a pretty good show, and yeah, let's actually just dive right into this. So we started off the show with Vince McMahon going out there and introducing DX. DX, you know, Triple H and Shawn Michaels go out there, and then basically, you know, they run around the ring and everything, and they start talking about, something's missing. They bring out the original DX, all three of them, the New Age Outlaws and X-Pac. Yes, Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn makes his return to WWE after, I don't even know how long, and X-Pac is not, you know, he's same thing there. Road Dogg hasn't been on TV since about the Slammies, I believe, or, well, the Royal Rumble isn't considered TV, but whatever. Damien Sandow then interrupts him, and then, you know, basically Triple H and Shawn Michaels just beat the living fuck out of him. That's basically how to end it. I'm not really going to get really into their promo because I could, you know, talk for hours about their promo, but, if I had to rate the segment, I'd give it about a 4, maybe 4.5 out of 5 stars. Definitely good seeing the original DX back. Definitely brought some memories back of when I was a younger WWE fan. Definitely brought back some good, memories. So 4.5 out of 5 stars there. I think that was a definitely good way to open the show, and let's move on. First match of the night was the Dream Team of Rey Mysterio, Sin Cara, and the World Heavyweight Champion Sheamus taking on Chris Jericho, Dolph Ziggler, and Alberto Del Rio. This match was good for the most part. Sheamus, like everyone says he does, he's panting for the first 2 minutes of the show, or the first 2 minutes of the match, my apologies. Sheamus botched a Irish Curse backbreaker on Jericho because apparently he's that tired and can't pick up Chris Jericho to do it right, but whatever. But in the end, Sheamus ends up kicking Jericho in the face for the win, and 1, 2, 3 are winners: Sheamus, Sin Cara, and Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio got very, very little to no offense in this match. I don't think he was barely in the match. I mean, he was kind of just on the outside for a lot. I want to point out, though, that Jericho got a larger reaction than Sheamus and Rey Mysterio combined. Yeah, Sheamus is still not over as the face of SmackDown, and if WWE wants to continue pushing Sheamus as the face of SmackDown so that Orton can come back as a heel, by all means, try and keep doing it, but as of right now, I am not believing it. I don't see Sheamus as the top guy on SmackDown. But anyway, Sheamus and Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio win. I think I'm going to give the match about a 3 out of 5 stars. Definitely a solid matchup to start the show. And JR comes back for commentary. It's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. They have a promo, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to get really to the matches and the main segments. Next match, Jack Swagger versus Brodus Clay. Your winner, Brodus Clay, after like 10, 11 seconds. Dude Love makes an appearance in this match. I think it's pretty cool seeing Dude Love back. And yeah, Dude Love ends up doing the mandible claw. He sticks like a tie-dye sock in what's his name's mouth, Jack Swagger, and Swagger officially becomes a jobber. Yes, so Brodus Clay winning. I'm gonna give this match a 0.5 out of 5 stars. This match didn't even need to be on the card. It really didn't. Then we move on to the wedding ceremony. Yes, the wedding ceremony. Jerry Lawler introduces Slick. Yes, I'm not sure if you guys all know who Slick was. If you don't, just Google him. I'm not going to spend the entire video explaining who Slick is, but he comes out there, and he's going to be the reverend for the wedding, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool seeing Slick back. Daniel Bryan comes out. AJ comes out. Every blah blah blah. Everyone's booing and everything. Everyone's saying no to Daniel Bryan and everything. Blah blah blah. And you know, they do all their stuff. Daniel goes to put the ring on AJ's finger, and Slick asks Bryan if he takes AJ to be his lawfully wedded wife. He does. And before Slick even asks AJ the question, she says yes, yes, yes. And then AJ starts saying, no, I'm not saying yes to you, Daniel. And everyone's like, ooh, something's going on here. It's like, alright. He's like, there's another man. It's like, oh, when did we get Maury up in here? Jerry Springer up in here. Maury Povich, whatever you want to say. But yeah, Vince McMahon ends up coming out and basically naming AJ the general manager of Monday Night Raw, which I honestly think is just, I don't get it. I really don't. There's no point. Really, was there any point? Whatever. I'll give her a shot, but if she can't do it, I'm gonna fucking kick her ass to the curb faster than I kicked Mike Adamle. But anyway, Punk ends up coming out after that. AJ ends up leaving. Daniel's messing up the wedding thing, the wedding ring, and then Punk ends up coming out. Punk starts mocking Bryan, and then Bryan ends up just screaming that he's, instead of Punk saying he's the best in the world, Daniel says he's the greatest WWE superstar of all time, which brings out the great one, the Brahma. I can't believe I said that wrong. The Brahma Bull, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, the People's Champ, The Rock. He comes out. He gets a ginormous pop, including the one I had at home. It was so cool. He started calling Daniel Bryan an Oompa Loompa. He also said that he wasn't out there for Daniel to talk to Daniel. He was out there to talk to the WWE Champion, CM Punk. And, they had kind of a war of words there. Definitely like a dream match here, basically. And it kind of foreshadowed something that was going to happen later on in the night, but I'll get to that in just a few. Rock ends up laying out Daniel Bryan with a rock bottom to, kind of end the segment. The wedding, I didn't really get. I wasn't really into the wedding as much, but the overall segment was good. I definitely think it served its purpose. And I think I'm going to have to give that one maybe a 4.5 out of 5 stars, maybe. I think it was, I think if the wedding wasn't really that exactly boring, I think I would have rated it a 5 out of 5 stars for the segment. But, that's that. You never always get what you want. But overall, it was definitely a good segment. Definitely foreshadowed something that was going to happen later on in the night. Then we move on to the third match of the night. The Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Christian will take on The Miz, and like you guys watched my reaction to this, yes, the fucking Miz finally won, about time, and he won the Intercontinental Championship. I think it's definitely a good turn for him. Everyone was doubting him and everything, saying, does he still have it? Does WWE still have him in the doghouse? And obviously not. He just won the Intercontinental Championship from Christian, setting up obviously an obvious rivalry from the two, Christian and The Miz. And I want to point this out. Before The Miz left to go shoot his movie, the last person The Miz faced, or actually, no, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck that. Whatever. Fuck that. I don't think I was right. I don't think I was right there. Anyway, Miz takes the. He's the Intercontinental Champion. He's awesome. One of the fucking best matches of the night. I mean, I'm totally biased when I say that, but the match was quick. I didn't really like how quick the match was. I think, honestly, if you give this match a little bit more time, considering that this match was, the show was supposed to be 3 hours, so it's supposed to be building more time to build new stars and stuff and make more time for more stars, but I think if you added a little bit more time on this match, I think it definitely would have served its purpose and definitely would have been a better match. But, I think we saw a really good finish out of here, and I think I'm going to give this match about a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I definitely like this match, but I think the time was really cut short there, and Michael Cole and Charlie Sheen, they're talking. I forgot about Jerry Lawler, they were talking too. Thank you for interrupting me. Anyway, Triple H then goes out there and basically wants his answer from Brock Lesnar. Then Paul Heyman comes out. Paul Heyman starts mocking Triple H and his kids and his wife. And then Triple H ends up getting in his face until Stephanie McMahon makes her Raw return. She came out to a pretty good pop, I think. Her music hit, and I was, ooh, something's going on, something's gonna hit. Stephanie even took, oh god, she took down Paul Heyman with slaps. Like, she just tackled him. She tackled him, and he went down like a ton of bricks, and she just started slapping him, and it's like, what? You're telling me that, like, Stephanie McMahon knocks you down, whatever. Like, don't you dare disrespect my kids and everything, and blah, blah, blah. And, first off, Paul Heyman's answer to Triple H was no. And then, as soon as Stephanie McMahon laid the smackdown on him, he eventually got back in the ring and said, Triple H, you want to see your husband's career end? You know what? Your answer is yes. And that's when Stephanie McMahon ended up attacking Paul Heyman. That's when Brock Lesnar made his Raw return also. He came back and just beat the living fuck out of Triple H. And then Triple H started getting some offense back. Then he knocked Brock off the apron, and Triple H just looked strong. I think, if you think about it, it's kind of useless because we all knew this match was coming. We all knew it was coming, but the way WWE kind of pulled it off, I think it was pretty good. I thought. There's nothing really much to say about this. If I had to rate it, 3.5 out of 5 stars. I really didn't feel it served its purpose. I think it was cool seeing Stephanie back. I thought it was cool seeing Lesnar back, and we all know Lesnar was going to come back anyway. But yeah, that's how that ended up working. Then Heath Slater comes out, and he's, obviously with the whole Legends thing. He calls out any legend for a no disqualification match, and none other than Lita comes out. Lita, yes, the former women's champion. Lita came out, and she answered Heath Slater's challenge, and then Lita says she brought backup. Here comes JBL and Ron Simmons, the Acolyte Protection Agency, also known as the APA. Oh boy, here they come. They start, Heath Slater, as soon as they come out, Heath Slater books it. He starts leaving. The legends come out. They start, knocking him out and everything. All the legends he faced over the past few weeks came out. I didn't see Bob Backlund, though. I don't think, oh, was he there? I think he was there, I believe. I think I'm going to put a picture on the screen. But I didn't see him. I don't know if I wasn't paying attention or not, but I didn't see him. I didn't. But yeah, they end up throwing Slater back in the ring. Lita hits a twist of fate, which I'm surprised they even said the name on there, but whatever. The twist of fate's kind of the name of the move in general, unless you want to call it like a jumping cutter or whatever you want to call it. JBL hits a big clothesline, and then Lita hits a lead assault from the top rope and gets the win on Heath Slater, your winner, Lita. For shock value for her return and for JBL's return, considering I didn't see JBL coming back, for shock value, I think it was pretty good. And then for the match quality, obviously it was nothing. There was no match. But I think for match quality, I'd rate it 1.5 out of 5, but for shock value, I'd give it about 3.5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was pretty cool. Then we move on to Kane. Kane comes out. Everyone's thinking, okay, it was about 9:36 when this eventually happened, and Kane's coming out. I'm like, okay, obviously, WWE's trying to, keep the fans waiting for the John Cena CM Punk match that's coming up later on in the night. And Kane comes out there, and Kane, right before he hits his pyro, Jinder Mahal comes out. And you guys all know that I used to like Jinder Mahal, but not as much anymore. Not as much. I don't feel him anymore. I don't think he has anything that was worth liking anymore. He comes out with a bunch of jobbers, Tyler Rex, Kurt Hawkins, Camacho, Hunico, and Drew McIntyre. And they're talking about how they're going to lay out Kane to make a name for themselves on the 1000 episode. And all of a sudden, the bell tolls. Yes, The Undertaker makes his return to WWE since WrestleMania. It was so cool seeing The Undertaker back. I believe I made a live reaction, but I never uploaded it because I didn't have a picture. I was waiting for the WWE.com to release a picture of it, and I was able to release it yet. But they end up knocking out Kane ends up knocking out Kurt Hawkins, and Undertaker ends up knocking out Hunico. I just thought it was so cool. I thought it was so cool seeing the Undertaker back, and I don't see this being a permanent return, but if it was a permanent return, I think it'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be pretty cool seeing, Undertaker kind of scare the shit out of Sheamus or something on this Friday on SmackDown. I think that'd be pretty cool. They just aired a freaking commercial being like, "Oh, Sheamus has no more competitors. He's beaten everybody that that SmackDown has to offer." Even though I didn't know SmackDown only had to offer Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, and Alberto Del Rio as top stars. But whatever, that's another story for another day. But overall, if I saw Undertaker appear on SmackDown this week to, scare the little fuck out of Sheamus a little bit, kind of tease something between them, I think that'd be pretty cool. But it was just enjoyable seeing the BOD back. It was so cool. For shock value, I'd rate this a 4 out of 5 stars. Definitely a really good thing here. The Rock coming out, like I said, The Rock coming out early on in the night, I had to give a 4.5 out of 5 stars because the wedding, just overall was kind of boring. Other than that, that would have been a 5 out of 5. But anyway, another story for another day. And then finally, let me kind of relax a little bit here. The WWE Championship, John Cena versus CM Punk. John Cena cashes in his Money in the Bank tonight. And I knew something was up because they started this match at 10 o'clock and they had a commercial as soon as CM Punk came out. So I knew something was up. That they were going to do something. Anyway, match is about what? 7-8 minutes, maybe? Big Show ends up coming out. After the referee gets knocked out, Big Show comes out and starts laying out John Cena. CM Punk's watching from the corner. And he just starts laying out Cena. Spears him. He knocks him out with the punch. Big Show leaves the ring. He leaves the stage. Punk is like contemplating what am I going to do and everything. And he eventually just goes to get the referee. He throws him in the ring. He waits way too long to do it. He goes to cover Cena. 1, 2. Cena ends up kicking out. I knew that was happening because I kind of saw Cena's shoulder eventually try and go up before the referee counted to 2. I kind of saw him like getting ready to kick out. But there's that. And then eventually Punk picks up Cena. He goes to hit him for the GTS. And Cena counters it into the STF. Punk's locked in. He's getting ready to tap out. Big Show comes in the ring, causing the disqualification. Yes, your winner, John Cena, by disqualification, but because it's a disqualification win, Cena does not win the title. I'm not sure if this means that John Cena lost his Money in the Bank shot. I'm not sure if that's what happened there. But Big Show ends up knocking some sense into Cena for a little while until... Actually, before that anyway, he starts knocking into Cena a little bit more. Punk's just watching from the corner. He's not helping Cena at all. He's not doing anything. And I knew something was up as soon as he was doing that. He wasn't doing anything. And all of a sudden, if you smell what The Rock comes out. He goes in to help John Cena. Really? You're going to help the guy that you've hated for the last 3 years? Because he made a little smart comment about you in an interview back in 2008. And you're going to help him 4 years later? Whatever, that's stupid. But then The Rock comes out, he starts laying out Big Show. He hit the spine buster on Big Show. He goes to hit the people's elbow. He hits one corner, he hits off of the other one. And Punk flies out of nowhere and clotheslines The Rock. Everyone's shocked. Everyone's like, oh, what's going on here? Punk grabs his title and leaves. Punk turned heel, motherfuckers. Punk is an amazing heel. Punk frickin' turned it. That's so cool. I'm so glad. I hope that WWE doesn't screw over his heel turn. It's gonna be kind of weird. I apologize that this, review is 19 minutes right now. But I do like explaining a lot, and that's probably why. But I do enjoy seeing Punk as a heel, and only having him be the WWE Champion at the same time can only make this even better. I hope that, oh, by the way, The Rock announced that he was going to be challenging the WWE Champion at the Royal Rumble of 2013. I forgot to mention that. but basically teasing Cena or CM Punk taking on The Rock at the Royal Rumble. I do believe that Punk turned heel. Like I said, Punk is an amazing heel. We all know this. He's been a heel for like 3 years in the past before, eventually turning face due to popular demand. And I don't think he even turned face. He was kind of just an anti-hero, kind of like how Orton is. Speaking of Orton, no signs of Orton on the show. No crowd chanting for Orton either, even though it was in his hometown. It was in Orton's hometown, and there was no Orton chants. I didn't get that. I was kind of shocked at the same time. But anyway, that's your... Oh, I didn't rate the match. The match, lack of time. Like, give these guys more time. Give them, like, Money in the Bank and SummerSlam was, It's a shame that, good matches don't get enough time anymore. But anyway, if I had to rate the match, I'd give it about 3.75 out of 5 stars. I'm not going to hate on the match because it was broken by that fat-ass Big Show. But overall, the show definitely succeeded, I believe. I think if WWE keeps up what they did tonight, I mean, obviously, I know they're not going to be able to bring back the legends and everything every week. I know that. But if they keep up, what they did tonight, I think definitely they'll eventually succeed. They're succeeding with Raw. Impact has a lot to challenge this week, definitely. I remember Impact beat both SmackDown and Raw last week, in my opinion. And, we'll see if Impact can beat Raw this week. Anyway, I'm not sure. Raw set the bar pretty high. It's a pretty good show. I definitely was better than an average Raw Super show. But anyway, that's your recap, guys. I apologize for the length, but I just like talking. That's about it. I enjoy seeing Punk as a heel, and hopefully the WWE doesn't fuck it up. I am Perry the Entertainer, signing out, and peace out. Thank you guys for watching this very long video, and I will be back tomorrow to discuss CM Punk some more. Peace out.